Hey everybody, Frank here, and I wanted to talk to you about something that isn't always easy, and it isn't always fun, and that's doing the uncomfortable things that really do lead us to success. I mean, I get it. We all like to stay in our comfort zones. It's warm, it's safe, and there's no risk of failure. None. If you stay, how are you going to fail if you're not stretching, right? But here's the deal. Nothing great ever came from playing it safe. I know that in my personal life. I mean, if you're serious about leveling up your life, you're going to have to get uncomfortable. It's just a natural fact. Um, and I've talked about this previously. I was really uncomfortable when I first started learning how to drive a tractor trailer back in 1985 because my oldest daughter, Sarah, was going to be born in 1986. So I needed more money. So I had to get a new job that paid better. I was definitely uncomfortable. My God, that I walked up to the truck. It looked like it was 50 feet tall and 200 feet long. And I was like, how am I going to drive this? But you know what? A year later, going down the highway, full speed, no problem. Right. And I was definitely uncomfortable when I quit my job to go work from home full time. I was making about 2,000 a month, maybe something like that. But I knew if I got home, I could make 5 or 10. And it was uncomfortable, but I was correct in my assumption. Then and it wasn't that I was uncomfortable in a bad way, but rather I was uncomfortable because it was new, different, and challenging was all. But what I knew then was if you want to make real, lasting changes in your life, you're just going to have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable, right? So let's break down these three tough, but really sort of transformative steps that you can take to get you from where you are now to where you want to be. Because believe me, I know that if I can do it, you can too, without a doubt in my mind. So the first thing is going to be developing habits, and I like to call that the foundation of success. And I mean, let's not sugarcoat it. Building habits is healthy. There you go, Frankie. Building healthy habits is hard work. Say that 5 times fast, Frank. Building healthy habits is hard work. You know what? It's uncomfortable to crawl out of bed 5 a.m. when the world is still dark and quiet if you're not used to it. And I personally like mornings, so I'm fine with that. But hey, if you like getting up late and staying up late, and all of a sudden it requires you to be up at 5 to get a jump on things and you're in that business, it's going to be uncomfortable. I mean, it's uncomfortable to push your body through a workout, a physical workout, exercising when you want to, when you just want to relax. And it's definitely uncomfortable to choose a salad over a double cheeseburger. Although for me, that would be a pizza. Gosh, I think about pizza. Well, I'm eating this pizza. I'm like, when can I have my next pizza? So I'm a pizza addict, but it's uncomfortable. You want to stay healthy. You got to eat a salad. Can't be a pizza all the time. But here's the reality. You know what? Success starts with your body and your mind. I mean, think about it. Every successful person you admire has absolutely mastered the art of discipline, right? They understand how you treat your body affects every other area of your life. There you go, Frank. Easy for you to say again. How you treat your body affects every other area of your life. If you're sluggish and you're tired because you're feeding yourself junk, how can you expect to have the energy and clarity to make the big moves that you need to make? You just can't. But when you start your day with a purpose, things like getting up early, full rest, exercise, eating right, putting the right foods in your body, you set a powerful tone and an example for the rest of your day. And it's not just about being healthy. I want to tell you that much. It is not about just being healthy. It's about creating a life where you're physically and mentally prepared to go through challenges and come out the other side. Because honestly, if you can't even eat right, how are you going to run $1 million business, right? It's not going to happen. It's not easy, but it's absolutely necessary. You have to do this. Your success is built on the foundation of your daily habits. So make sure they're strong, please. The second thing is we have to get used to taking risks, kind of stepping into the unknown. I mean, let's get real. Risk is scary. It's uncomfortable putting yourself out there. I know that. Putting yourself out into the unknown. There's no guarantees. But here's the hard truth. Without risk, there's no reward. I'll say that again. Without risk, there's no reward. All right. If you're dreaming of a different life, a bigger career, more financial freedom, you're just going to have to take some leaps of faith. I know I had to do it in order to learn, how to drive a tractor trailer. That's for sure. I had to learn how to do it to come home and be my own boss here, working full time on the internet. And so many times since then. Now, I'm proud to report that none of these risks that I took did any real harm. In fact, quite the contrary, to be honest with you. Every risk I took that was even remotely reasonable and sensible got me to new places, new and better places. And to my mind, the only real risk is not trying something new. I mean, ask yourself this: like, what would your life look like if you weren't afraid to take any risks? What would your life look like if you weren't afraid to take any risks? Maybe you'd be in a job that truly excites you, living somewhere that you really want to live, or investing in something that has the potential to change your future. What would your life look like? But you know what, man? Keeping it safe, staying in your own comfort zone, we both know none of that's going to happen. It's not. Okay. Now, risks are uncomfortable when they come with the possibility of failure. I'm thinking about that. Risks are uncomfortable because they come with the possibility of failure. That's what I mean to say here. But you know what? Hey, here's the flip side. They also come with the possibility of incredible success. I mean, whether it's investing your own money in a startup business for yourself online, moving across the country, launching a physical business. I mean, all these things, taking risks is about betting on yourself. And I'll tell you this, if you won't bet on yourself, how can you expect other people to? Like the other recording I did, I said, if you don't believe in yourself and if you don't like yourself, how can you expect other people to do that? This internet stuff, yeah, it can be hard, but it doesn't have to be hard. The hardest thing is your brain and keeping control of your emotions and your thoughts and your fears. It's about believing that you have what it takes to make it. Okay, whatever comes your way. You know what? If things don't work your way, every risk you take is a step forward. It's a lesson learned and a new level of confidence built, a new level of resilience built. So I tell people, if you fail falling forward. In other words, you fail, you just don't go, oh, this sucks, I quit, I'm no good. No, you get yourself back up, you brush yourself off. It's like that Chumbawamba song. I get knocked down, but I get up again, right? That's what you do there. Make that your mantra, your theme song, okay? I mean, success doesn't come from standing still. It comes from daring to move, even when it's really scary, especially even when it's scary. So stop waiting for like that perfect moment, because it's never going to be a perfect moment. Start taking those risks now that can change your life. Another thing I want to talk about, admitting when you make a mistake. Oh my God, this used to be me for so many years. I was never wrong. It was always somebody else. I didn't do it. It couldn't be me. Well, yeah, it was always me. I just couldn't admit it. And when you can admit it, that's a real path to growth. And it's really uncomfortable sometimes admitting when you messed up. We all make mistakes, but it takes courage to own up to them. And having courage is a really good thing when it comes to building your own business. And the reason why it's so important is it shows that you're willing to learn. It shows that you're not just in this for the short-term wins. You're in it for the long haul, and you're committed every step of the way in your entire life. That's what it shows the universe. Okay? I mean, in business, in relationships, in life. I'm going to tell you, people respect those who are honest, open, and accountable. They do. They really do. When you admit you're wrong, you know what? You're opening a door to feedback. Hey, okay, I did this wrong. I'm sorry. What can I do better? And you're getting free advice that's going to improve your life. How bad is that? You get exposure to new ideas, new ways of thinking, feedback, like I say. You build trust, you strengthen relationships, you create opportunities for growth magically. It's like you're paving your own road in front of you, your own path. And most importantly, by admitting your mistakes, it helps you to learn from them. I mean, it's a chance to reflect on what went wrong, make the necessary changes, reflect on how you could do things better. And it's not just about admitting mistakes. That's like the very beginning of it. It's about taking the road in life. You got easy street over here where you can cheat and shortcut and skim and skip your way to success, and you're never going to get there because the bridge is out. You take the harder road, the one that pushes you out of your comfort zone, by admitting your mistakes and admitting that you're human like all of us are, and therefore you're bound to make mistakes. That forces you to grow, and that's the right way to success. That the bridge is open, there's no traffic lights, no tolls, no police. Go down this road, you're going to hit success, no problem. But you have to develop these healthy habits. You have to take risks, and you have to admit your mistakes. So those three things: developing healthy habits, taking risks, and admitting your mistakes. These are three things, and they're uncomfortable. Okay, we could argue all day how uncomfortable are they, but let's say they're mildly to moderately uncomfortable. Certainly not going to kill you. They're only going to better your life. Try them. These are the uncomfortable steps that will set you apart and kind of take you from average to exceptional.